This right here is the Hasselblad X2D II 100C, and when it comes to travel photography, this is my favorite camera and also my most powerful camera. And because I've been using this camera for the past 6 months and I've taken it on road trips, flights across the country, I wanted to give you guys a review of some of the features that make it my favorite camera. The first standout feature is the improved autofocus in the X2D II. The autofocus system inside of the X2D II uses a combination of phase detection autofocus, contrast detect autofocus, and also their new LiDAR system. With all three of these autofocus features working in conjunction with each other, the autofocus was essentially perfect during every single shot. I'm extremely impressed with the accuracy of the camera, but one thing that is more impressive to me is really the speed. I found that this was just as fast as any of my other cameras, and I was never waiting for the camera to focus. It was always ready to go at the pace that I was ready to go at. The last thing that I want to say about the autofocus is that the AF illuminator inside of the camera is extremely bright. Focusing at night was actually really easy. Very impressed with the AF illuminator, and I feel like it's something that not a lot of people have talked about. Now moving on to some of the specs of the system, which are absolutely outrageous. This camera has a 100 megapixel sensor, which supports 16-bit color definition. This is really important because a ton of other cameras only go up to 14-bit, so having 16-bit when you're someone who really enjoys editing colors like me, it adds a ton more colors to work with. So having that 16-bit color is a game changer for me, and I truly don't want to go back to a camera that only does 14-bit. The native ISO on this camera is actually the lowest of any camera I've used. It's 50 ISO, and that allows you to get up to 15.3 stops of dynamic range, which, like I said, it's just outrageous what this camera can do. I will say the big downside of the 16-bit color and 100 megapixel is that the file sizes are absolutely ridiculous. If you take a ton of photos and you spray and pray, you are going to fill up a ton of drives, which are not cheap at this point. Luckily, this camera does have a 1 terabyte internal storage, so I don't offload my photos all of the time. I kind of let this fill up, and then I know once I need to offload my photos and it's getting close to that 1 terabyte to have an appropriate amount of storage that I could back up to. I want to talk about some things that are more personal and about the feel of the camera, and honestly, this camera is a little bit lighter than its predecessor, the X2D. They did not sacrifice on the build quality. It's still all metal and just an amazing design. I really like the form factor of this camera. It's actually smaller than some full frame cameras that I've owned in the past. It is a little bit taller, but when it comes to its depth, it's definitely a little bit smaller, and paired up with my favorite lens of the system, which is the 38V. This is honestly just a super small package, which is why it's my favorite travel camera. A lot of my accessories from the original X2D still work. This is actually a leather half case from Oberwerth, and I found that it fits the X2D II body perfectly. It protects that bottom plate while also coming with a place where I could put an Apple AirTag, which has been good to know that this very large investment is staying safe. And the last thing that is unrelated to the specs is just how this camera looks. When it comes down to the color, the shape, feels like Hasselblad really thought diligently about this. I love the way that this new variant looks. It's this very deep gray. At first, I didn't think that I was going to like it over the beautiful black that the original X2D had, but this color has really grown on me, and I absolutely love the look of this. When this hits the light right, it is just a gorgeous camera, and if people see it and they don't know what a camera is, they ask what it is, and if they do know what it is, they're really excited to see a Hasselblad in person because it's just a beautiful camera to use. Over the 6 months that I've used this camera, it's really not picked up any dings or scratches. I have definitely had a few scares where I've hit this on a couple different surfaces, but luckily the finish that Hasselblad uses does not wear too badly. In fact, the only cosmetic damage that it has is on the lens cap, which I dropped once and it hit pavement and it got the smallest little ding in the side right here. So besides that lens cap, this camera has stayed in like new condition. The screen, the buttons, all of the flaps and doors on this camera, they all feel like the day one experience, and it's half a year later. I don't really see any of that changing within another year of use because all the Hasselblad cameras that I've owned at this point have really lasted the test of time. Moving back to some more techie things inside of this camera, one thing that I do love is the 5.76 million dot EVF that this camera supports. It makes it very easy to preview your compositions when looking through the EVF, but the big standout feature to me is the 3.6 inch touchscreen LCD on the back. This screen is actually OLED. It has 1400 nit brightness, and I will say say that it has converted me into shooting way more with LCD than I ever thought I would. I found that using the back screen is basically perfect at all times of the day. It's beautiful, it's bright, and paired with some other features that I'll talk about later, like the HDR, it's just a completely unique experience to use this back LCD with this camera. When it comes to the tilt of the X2D II, you can actually pull it out and tilt it up 90 degrees to look perfectly down at your waist. When that screen is tilted 90 degrees up, it also is pulled away from the body of the camera, which is really nice because it actually clears this eye cup, which means you can see the whole screen when looking down without having to get at a weird angle with the camera. Other than that, you can actually tilt the screen 45 degrees down, so it's easy to see if you're shooting from above. I will say, if there was one thing that I wish from the screen, I wish it also had an option to shoot in portrait mode, but that is an improvement that can be on later cameras and is one of the only improvements that I'd probably like to see, because other than that, this camera is essentially everything that I would want. Compared to the X2D, the X2D II does come with new features, which I've really liked because I did shoot with the X2D before, and the main one is that joystick, which I can use to move around that single point autofocus. Also, the joystick can be used to navigate the menus, which makes it a lot easier, and it's just a great quality of life improvement. Below the joystick is actually a custom button, which is just great to have more custom buttons. Basically, Hasselblad has maximized the space that you can fill with buttons without making the design look too cluttered. So there's a ton of customization that can be put into this camera, which is just great to see. Another standout feature on this camera is the stabilization. This has 10 stops of stabilization, which is the most that I've ever seen, and that is for a reason. This camera has a very impressive stabilization already built in. That is the maximum physical amount that any camera can have, but with the Phocus mobile application, once you connect it, it kind of supercharges the X2D II. It gives it gyro data, which allows it to go up to the full 10 stops of stabilization. Once you do that, it really just feels like you never need to use a tripod again. I can take exposures between 4 and 8 seconds and feel pretty comfortable that they're going to be in focus, especially if I take multiple shots of the scene. That's just unreal to say because, I mean, I'm sure a ton of people's first cameras, including mine, had no IBIS or lens stabilization at all, and I was struggling to get some shots steady at 1/60th of a second. So to be able to do multi-second exposures with this is just unreal. It's not something that I'm counting on every day, but it's something that I love to know is there, and honestly, it just makes me shooting at 1/60th, 1/30th, 1/15th. I'm just super confident at those shutter speeds because I know what I can do. And the last feature that has really made this such an exciting camera for me is the fact that it has the first end-to-end HDR paired up with Hasselblad's natural color solution. Now, I'll be completely honest, I really did not have too much interest in using HDR before using this camera, but the great thing about this camera is because it has the first end-to-end HDR process, it made me really want to learn, and it kind of sparked this new joy in me to go out and learn a new process. And I'm just completely blown away by the results. The HDR basically adds more highlight detail, which means you're able to have more highlight recovery in your photo without having a flat image. When you preview the HDR images on the back of the screen on the X2D II, they just look unreal. They look like images that you just can't get on any other camera. And then if you put them on your Mac or your iPhone, they just look so good without any editing. Now, some cool things that I did learn about HDR while doing this process is that the HDR is just a single exposure. It's not like an iPhone where it has to blend exposures. It's just one exposure. And because it's just one exposure, if you're shooting JPEG plus RAW or HEIF plus RAW, you can get your RAW file and you can still edit that completely normally, but you can actually have just that HDR, JPEG, or HEIF ready to go, along with your RAW file ready to go later. So to complete the end-to-end HDR process, you can take the photos from the Hasselblad and transfer them via wire or wirelessly to your phone into the Phocus mobile app. Now, unlike many other camera company applications, the Phocus mobile app is actually just a powerhouse of an application and is really a standalone feature by itself. I mentioned it before that if you pair up the X2D II to the Phocus mobile app, you get boosted in your stabilization up to 10 stops. On top of that, once you transfer your HDR images over to the Phocus Mobile app, you're able to edit those images in HDR, export them in HDR, and you can also use Hasselblad's noise reduction inside of Focus Mobile, which is the best noise reduction ever because it's working natively with camera and the app. Overall, the Focus Mobile app just supercharges the X2D II, and if you're someone who's looking to pick up the X2D II or has any other Hasselblad cameras, then you have to use the app because it really gives you some advantages over other camera companies. So when it comes to travel photography, there really is no other camera that I can recommend as the end game camera. For what it is, I feel that it is small and priced appropriately, and I highly recommend it to anyone looking to work on their travel photography.